something we haven't seen in a while is the Rumble. Did obviously get a nerf, but something we've seen have success in the Rex in the past. But I'm talking about this. Kingen is kind of just being an Aatrox one trick.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his skin, and he's in his lane, and he's happy, and he will just pick it.
That explodes towards the end. With Wei, of course, you do have that range, and that can certainly help you out. As D+, theirs is a little bit different. They've got engage all over the place, mobility as well, and they will be looking to try and fight and skirmish all the time. Bit of a grin on Zephyr's face as well. I think pretty happy with how this draft has gone, and I don't blame him.
Now there's the potential. Aiming's low on mana, but I think they can make this work.
Yep, Lucid looking for that angle here. Let's see whether he can get on top of G with the bubble. Goes wide though, and it's just a drive-by in the end. And that is,
if you don't immediately kill them on the first rotation, you're kind of running out of gas quickly.
Well, Dundun isn't. He is just fighting Kingen. He's down to 100.
Sylvia's dropped the third grub because he sees the dragon being started, and he's more interested in preventing that.
Yeah. And Steadfast Presence going to come out here as Lucid is going to be 3 out of 3 for the first spawn. Is now Dundun. He does have the Dominus. That's been upgraded and it's looking pretty good. Going to get pulled back by the chains. Eat the ultimate from the Crocodile. He's a bit less scary now as Weaver's Wall is going to be interrupted very comfortably by the Poppy, as you would assume. And that is first blood so easily here.
Number 1 in the league for Dominus per minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As that is Magnet Storm completely avoided, but Fiesta did have to flash to get himself out of the way.
Just with a bit of CS discrepancy.
Oh, a bit of aggression here from Aiming as he throws out the culling. Bubble, too much control over this stage of the game. A lot of it to do with this mid lane, where Showmaker is going to eat another ultimate. Able to avoid the rest of the buttons though, so Fiesta not finding too much as Tidal Wave is going to come down. Peter taking so much damage. Aiming now, turning his attention to Jiwoo as the ultimate comes down. Good flash to get out of the way of the heroic charge, but they have to use everything. Keeper's Verdict comes in and Kellen's going to get flashed on. Jiwoo collects that kill as Sylvia was taking up a lot of turret shots, so he's really dead. And now Kingen wanting to, just misses every button, and Jiwoo just flaps over the wall. Right, Kingen's just kind of down here committed to a 1v2. Having a good time there as Aiming is going to head towards the top side. Are we looking for a dive? That is a sweet spot connection. Kingen just needs... Okay, yeah, he is going to be taken down. Gets out of turret range? What? Can he do it? No way! How did that even happen? Okay, well, I guess that's how it goes. Sylvie's coming down towards the bottom lane. I don't even know, man. I don't even know if it's a good idea. Dundun, do you have it in you? Let's see if he can turn it around. He goes for it. And now it's Aiming that's taking all the damage. Slice and dice. These top laners are monsters. But this time, Lucid's there in time. Fiesta wanting to land the more, and he does manage to crush the Aatrox.
Oh, but also, Kingen, you know, under tower, you felt like the barrier should be enough safety. And even here, you can see that Jiwoo on the back end miscalculates the damage. So initially, Peter obviously comboed out. Kingen just gets out and survives, but Jiwoo thinks he's dead, goes in. The sweet spot, the heal, the auto. And then it went from being this play that felt like, oh my god, what are you doing to... Wow. Oh.
All right, here's a Weaver's Wall. They are looking for Fiesta. Seismic Shove goes wide though. Showmaker not able to find that one as heroic charge from Sylvie just to try and keep Showmaker in position as the dragon gets angry. A lot of damage onto Aiming and he just gets snagged by Fiesta. He'll grab the double onto the bottom lane.
Like there's no way to spin it. He's having such a good game. He had pressure in lane. And this way is quickly becoming a major issue.
Yeah. That was a gank. That's a gank. That's a good.
You know, most of the times we talk about this, when you're a smaller team, you're kind of looking for the chem to, oh no.
Do you think Fiesta's going to be okay here? Let's find out. The Crushing Maw not really doing too much there. And so he is just going to be thrown around like a ragdoll and taken out.
A lot of value picked up there from Showmaker, and we can see the top play, how this one came up. I mean, you always know that these players are going to try and fist fight each other constantly. Yep. Just so happens that Lucid ended up turning up for this one.
And Crashdown comes in, and then the chain CC. Nothing much fog of war as possible on this map. It's going to be important as the dragon gets a little bit mad. That is Seismic Shove, though, connecting onto Sylvie, and he's going to be well and truly interrupted. That CC lasted his entire health bar. That was ridiculous. Turret going to go down now as Dundun looking to make his way into this fight.
And pretty fed. He's physical. Aiming obviously has a little bit of... Oh.
Okay, that is a fantastic fear.
Yeah.
It's a little dangerous here.
The ult from Hui seems like it fits well.
That's heroic charge, as Lucid will take a bit of Hui damage also. looking to try and get back in as Sylvie may have overstepped just a little bit. The culling actually going to get punished too much for that one. Sylvie, I believe, had to flash, but he's got Hex Flash, so better flash. He's going to be available. Jiwoo very far up here as Tidal Wave's going to miss. There's the Shattering Strike, and out goes the Lucian! And now Lucid's sort of all on his own as Kingen finds the backline! But the second Q is not going to connect, and the fear is so good! Smolder's going to burn them down. Mummet already got really mad, and that means these health bars barely even exist. Fiesta going to be able to grab that kill onto his opposite number, and Nongshim should be able to convert to a Baron. Actually going to happen. Just not in the matchup we were expecting. And as I say that, it's Dindin that's going to get targeted. He's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way of this one.
Yeah. Poke him out. And Nongshim, you don't need to do this.
Kingen is just in the back of the pit, and he's just going to die. It's going to take a while for him to get there. It's okay, execute, not going to come. How did that work? That's not allowed to work. The other one worked as well. What is going on?
Lethality Aatrox, by the way.
It's like he was baiting, saying, oh, I'm AFK, guys, but he wasn't. And that is going to be the secure of the Drake by the Rel, as she likes to do. And Kingen is still keeping this crocodile at bay. 4 members of Nongshim to the north. The thing just explodes. And it's Fiesta that's able to take the control back for Nongshim this time. Showmaker now in trouble. It's a double kill as the artillery strikes are raining down. And Jiwoo, I think that he's almost passed his little dragon test. Don't really care about that. They're looking to try and knock down this inner turret. 4 Bob's going to be helping them out there as well as Lucid comes on over to try and deter them. Here's a Magnet Storm to try and get into that backline, but Mom, she's there to protect her baby. And Showmaker will be able to sidestep that one, but he's not going to be able to protect anything else. Look at how quick they're running. Oh man, Fiesta's just flashing forward, finds the Crushing Maw, as now Kingen will get in there. That's what he was looking for in the last fight, and just says, no, that'll be a shutdown for me, thank you very much, as Jiwoo can flap over that. Heads up, they can potentially try and get some vision as Sylvie, that's not the face check he wanted, and that's the jungler, just eradicated. Oh yeah, this is exactly where Jiwoo wanted them. They walk over wards, but is it actually going to matter as Jiwoo's sort of by himself? No one's really going to be able to stop it. Oh my god, the damage onto Kellen was disgusting! Okay, it just explodes! Because they can do damage from 15 screens away! Showmaker gonna have to flash to take a Mega Cone to safety! That was all they needed! Maybe it was a bait the entire time. Jiwoo presses Q, and their health bars just melt. Dindin is flashing in, slice and dice, and getting the work done. He's gonna have to use that arm guard that he purchased earlier, of course. Now Kingen, can he actually help out here as Jiwoo, as soon as he flashes in, they are going down, and there's another one. Is there a Q for Kellen? No, I think that he wants to head towards the enemy base, because Jiwoo might just dictate that this game is over.
That whole fight was just them running away from Jiwoo. Jiwoo trying to get in the range just to one-shot them, and
oh no. Oh, aiming.
He's gonna be alive.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Ebb and flow.
Doesn't let himself get caught by a CC chain because he flaps early.
Unless he's the one that's actually going to get shoved back. Magnet Storm, but he breaks his arm guard, and he's going to be absolutely fine. The Nami is thrown away. Actually going to be able to take this as teleport's coming in from Kingen. He's wrapping around for a flank angle. This could be a possibility, but the Dragon is getting mad. Now, Showmaker comes in, throws down the wall. Q going to connect there from Jiwoo. As he flaps to the other side of it, Chu does come in, and this is so dangerous. Lucid can definitely steal this away, as Jiwoo just gets half-culled, and that is going to be a great ulti from Silver to get rid of the jungle of it. Now Kingen, Heroic Charge is exactly that, but he has a GA this time around, and there's a Magnet Storm into the back line. Mom gets angry, but Jiwoo is down solo. Kingen, can he get it? And he does! How are they winning? Somehow just killed 2 people! What? Alright, I guess it doesn't even really matter.
And if the Bloodthirst, it means just to stay in if he does get poked out, because we are seeing him get poked a little bit. Oh no.
Dindin is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is not going to survive this one. Aiming, just, yeah, doing the auto attack would be good. Fiesta now going to avoid the seismic shove. It's a 4 versus 5 though.
They're still confident.
Yeah, I mean, I would too if I had Jiwoo, as Fiesta doesn't quite land any of the abilities at all, and he's also going to be wiped out. The Magnet Storm then lands on everyone. Why does this happen? Oh, Nongshim! Oh, Nongshim, you deserved this one!
And now Sylvie's gonna get chased. Oh, actually, they're just gonna leave and they get
game! It's over!
How has this happened? How have we gone through this game?
Look at Showmaker's smirk! That is not allowed! Man, that is not allowed!
Nongshim have just snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and D+ have managed to find this amazing fight against this seemingly unbeatable dragon, and they've managed to win out. I don't know how it happened, I don't know how this manifested, but D+ somehow win game 1.
I thought in the Hobbit that, you know, Smog was pretty powerful as well.